Hi. Yeah, Bowsie's a happy girl. Well, it's that time again. It's time to dig into our email and see what we come up with. Now, this is going to be a very quick Bowsie's vlog. It is not even going to be a vlog of any topic, but I would like to take this time to address a message that came into me that I cannot seem to track down for the life of me, except for in my inbox. Usually when there's a comment that's left on a video, it stays in the video, or at least if it's not approved yet, then I can go in and approve the comment, and then I can answer it. But it's not in the approvals, it's not awaiting approvals, it's not even in the comments, but it's in my inbox. And I looked in my inbox on YouTube, no sign of this message anywhere except for when it was left. Now maybe it was left and deleted, who knows. But anyhow, because of that, I'm going to address this letter personally in an answer in case the person is still needing an answer to this question. And I did cover this before in the glass surfing episode of Bowsie's Vlogs. To address this letter specifically, Jessica9902 writes in and asks, "Please help ASAP. Hey, I don't know how to put this, so I'll just start with the fact that my boyfriend has a bearded dragon who is 2 years old. But she glass surfs all the time, more than a few days. She's done. She's done, and that's all that it says. If she's done brewmating, or she's done eating, or she's done hanging around with her owners, or whatever, I have no idea. So let me address the portion of the letter that I did receive. And the subject about glass surfing is rather a common question being asked by a lot of bearded dragon owners. They see their bearded dragon scratching at the glass, running back and forth, and clinging to the glass of their terrarium, and it looks like they're trying to climb out. Now, there are several reasons why your bearded dragon is glass surfing. The main reason is usually they become very hypertensious when getting out of a brumation state. Is the bearded dragon coming out of brumation? And basically that means that she's coming out of hibernation and she's ready to mate. And that is the energy that they get stored during their brumation process, and they release it in that instance. It'll take a few days, it'll take a few weeks, it'll take usually typically up to 2 weeks during most glass surfing for bearded dragons to get all that energy out. It usually takes about 2 weeks. And it's perfectly normal. Most of the reason because they just got out of brumation, it's mating season for your bearded dragon, and that's why mostly why they're scratching at the glass. They're trying to get out. They want to get out and find a mate is what they're trying to do. Other reasons for them glass surfing, it could be if they're out of brumation, it could be the fact that they're just that much energetic that they want to spend time coming out of their enclosure to hang out with their owners. It could mean that they want to burn off some exercise, go for a walk, explore the house. They basically don't want to be cooped up inside their enclosures. And a lot of them will glass surf to let you know, I want to come out of there. And other reasons for glass surfing, it could also be that their terrariums need a good scrubbing. Now think about if your home needed a good scrubbing, you'd want to get the hell out of there too. At least, air the place out, clean it up. There are at least 3 good reasons why your bearded dragon is glass surfing. And it could be any one of those 3 reasons, and they are all perfectly normal. My recommendation, first, scrub the terrarium and use a solution that is sold at pet stores. They have a special solution called Wipeout, and it's in a little bottle, and it's very, very green in color. What that is, it's a special formula that is a disinfectant, and the chemicals and the smell will not kill your bearded dragon. So it's always best and recommended to use chemicals that you would find in a pet store like Petco or PetSmart, anything that is made specifically for bearded dragons or lizards in general in their terrariums or vivariums. There's another substance that actually is like soap and water in a bottle, and it has a scrub brush at the end of it. So you squirt some of the liquid out through the scrub brush, and you can scrub your lizard's terrarium that way. So that stuff's pretty good to use. The Wipeout is pretty good to use. Hi, baby. Look who's happy. Look who's happy. Hi. You're such a good girl, Bowsie. But anyhow, I'm sorry, I got distracted by my happy bearded dragon gaping. No. First and foremost, what you want to do is take everything out of the terrarium or vivarium, and you want to scrub that stuff down. Use some wipeout. It comes in a very small bottle with a squirt, with a little spray thing on it, a little pusher button on the top. It has spray stuff. And that is formulated by the experts to scrub your bearded dragon's terrarium out, and the chemicals won't be harmful to them. It won't be too strong for them. It'll really disinfect and clean out your lizard's terrariums or vivariums. And once you're done, and make sure everything that's in the terrarium, wash it down good, scrub it down good, rinse it out good before you put it back in, and then give the terrarium some new husbandry, whatever type of bedding that you use for their terrariums or vivarium. Give them the new stuff, give them, lay out some new newspaper or new shelf liner or new reptile carpet or whatever it is that you happen to be using for husbandry. Now, if they still glass surf after all of this, and after your terrarium is aired out a bit, you definitely don't want to put them back right away after you've done scrubbing it. Just let it air out for maybe about 15 minutes before you put your bearded dragon back in. And once you put your bearded dragon back in your terrarium after it's been scrubbed and cleaned, if they still glass surf, then that could mean that they want to just come right out and be out with you, with their owners, or just out with people, or out in general. They want to explore, they want to run around, they want to see the miraculous world that is outside of their encasement of glass. These are some of the things that you can look at if they are not in brumation, if they're finished with brumation, and they want to come out and play, basically. But always remember, though, keep good hygiene in your bearded dragon's enclosures. Make sure it's scrubbed at least once a month, at the very least once a month. Probably an ideal source of time, probably once every 3 weeks would be ideal, but at least once a month. So basically, if your bearded dragon is still glass surfing, it's probably A, coming out of brumation, B, messy terrarium, or C, just wants to be out with the owners. Now, if it's D, there's something wrong with your bearded dragon, then you need to take it to a veterinarian, have it checked out, give it a checkup. Every bearded dragon should have at least one checkup per year. Make sure that she is as healthy as she can be, and call around your neighborhood, ask around if there are any veterinarians who specialize in exotic pets, and if they do, then you're in luck. So take your bearded dragon to it and let the veterinarian do its diagnosis, make sure there's nothing wrong with her, and if that's not the problem, then it's one of the other three. But glass surfing is always very common in bearded dragons. Every single bearded dragon does it. So it's very normal behavior. You just got to figure out which one of the 3 or 4 that it could be that causes them to glass surf. Either they're coming out of brumation, or their terrarium is a mess, or they just want to be out with their owners and they want to come out and explore and run around and stretch their legs, or it could be because there's something that's ailing them. So one of those 4 are usually the culprit in what causes your bearded dragon to glass surf. Hopefully this answers your question, Jessica9902, and if you have any further questions, feel free to let me know. Leave a comment down below, and I will answer your question either in a video like this, or I will just respond in any way. You have a bearded dragon at home you want to take care of, then I will do my best to help you through it, or to help make recommendations to make sure that you get the best care for your bearded dragon. This is Sonic Blue and Bowsie, the happy bearded dragon, signing off. And tune in next time for our next episode of Bowsie's Vlogs. Is Bowsie happy? Are you a happy girl? You want to show everybody?